Stick to the bridges and don't let go. Avoid crude power. Quickly borrow force. One point must kill. One must control two. Every point clear. Do not miss. Soft overcomes hard. Straight overcomes curved. Slow overcomes fast. Simple overcomes complicated. Wing Chun originated from the Shaolin Monastery, but it is not about tiger and crane, and not about the 5 elements. It is about geometry, powers, and angles. The ways of skillful power through 4 positions and 3 levels. There are 4 ways to set up your position and 3 ways to employ them. The 4 quadrants are the way of the bong, the tan, the ko, and the jam. It is only an art if you win from a position of weakness. Inside and outside cancel each other out. There is no ultimate technique. Store energy like a snake and emit it like a cat. Face your opponent frontally like a rooster. Understand yin, yang to issue power. Don't move with intention. Only use alertness, awareness. Stay with it when it comes in. Follow right after it when it leaves. If your hand is freed, thrust it straight forward. To walk on the plum blossom's 5 points, arms and legs must work together. The door divides inside and outside. The hand is either a life or death. Generate power by uniting the 6 joints to gather energy from the ground. Send the force into the waist and move it out through the shoulder. Either upper, middle, or lower, or the first 3 sets, Xiu Nin Dao, Chu Chum Q, Jutsi. The further sets are usually considered add-ons. None of these sets are used in this video. However, the simple little idea, Sil Num Dao, is used with elements of the Jutsi. The Chinese culture differentiates between inner and outer forces, with the outer forces being muscle power and alike, and the inner forces being more abstract forces, such as the 6 harmonies, the joining together physically of the movement of hip and shoulder, knee and elbow, and wrist and ankle. If you stand on 2 points of a pentagon, you can either directly walk to the top, which is your opponent's center or frontal attack, or you can go via one of the diagonal points. That's what the Z and the X steps. When the bridge cannot be used to issue one of the 8 kinds of power, it is at least half dead. When it is trapped, you know what I mean by trapped. That means you can't move your hands or your foot or anything. Then you are dead. This happens when one arm is led into attract emptiness, and you end up with 1 arm or 2 arms on his 1 arm, meaning that he can trap it and counter. Power cannot be restored, so never let it dissipate. Issue the energy 1 inch into the opponent's body. Power is there to answer mistakes. When a point is completed, the energy is completely transferred. When the energy is completed, transferred, or completely transferred, the point is completed. There are 8 kinds of power. If you know how to distinguish between them, you'll find them and be able to use them. Learn the difference between reality and deception, between hollow and solid. Absorb energy and release it again. There is a line between safety and danger, and one to discern between the inside and the outside. The best position is going to win or going for the win. Do not chase hands. The fist must enter 3 passes to allow me to go in. In Chinese, the idiom of 6 directions, north, south, east, west, up, and down, is equivalent to the Western idiom of the 4 corners of earth, actually meaning all directions or everywhere. 6 joints is like the 7 joints model, the back doesn't count. Again, already described as shoulders and hips in mutual tandem and moving in rhythm, in sequence as a spiral. Elbows and knees moving in spirals. And then wrists and ankles moving in spirals, complementing each other, making one look like a beautiful pole with springiness. The older meaning of the word suggests a small unit of length, equivalent approximately to the thickness of a thumb. That means, if I talk about getting at least into an inch into the body, you want to punch at least a thumb's width into the body, 1 Kuen or just over it. Long and short bridge rising and sinking equals 4 times hacking power, power through the fingers, reborn power, and the lateral power, as if the half point, long pole technique. You will see me use the body in that way with the sword and with the striking. Hip is always carried through. There are 5 ways to destroy a stance. 9 out of 10 times this ends badly. Practice adducted force. Stand relaxed and natural. If the opponent's hand travels onto the bridge, it must miss. Move forward by advancing the waist to reach the inner gate. On top, do not cross the shoulder. In the middle, don't cross the elbow. There are 3 ways for the hand on the low level to be used, and use the legs to counter legs. To arrange to have power, the strike must have power. Form a triangle towards the enemy and observe the center line sharply. The bridge goes over the center line with the fingers hanging down relaxed. The body's upright on the meridian with the elbows striving for the ground. Between 2 points, move on the shortest path. Shift your stance facing the opponent so as to convert the round attack into a straight one. If the enemy crushes 3 passes, use horizontal to beat vertical. The fist has 3 ends. The palm has 3 edges. If you have a body, his body, then strike it. If you don't have his body, find his neck. If you are afraid to strike, don't fight. If you are greedy to strike, keep your defense in mind. Use attack as defense and defense as attack. Pursue the enemy's shape to continue your attack. Never stop transforming. 3 pillars and the 3 fists complete the training of steps. Hands and body, footwork, come from the plum blossom.